Hey everyone, welcome to my channel, Chef Flora 6. After a long week at work, I decided to reward myself. Pulled out a lobster tail, some scallops, and made a spicy Nduja pasta. Before I carry on, make sure you subscribe to my channel and click that like button. I also post written recipes in English and Chinese on my Instagram. My Instagram channel is Chef Flora 6, which is also linked in the description box below. Now, I think we're ready to get started. The ingredients for this recipe are simple. Nduja is definitely the highlight of the show. It originates from Calabria and is technically a salami, but it's spicy, soft, and very spreadable. It's cured and fermented, made with pork and Calabrian chilies. When heated, because of the fat content, it melts into the sauce. I got it in the form of a jar, but it's commonly found as a sausage, as you would have expected. Let's start off with some simple preparation. Make sure you defrost the seafood thoroughly. For the scallops, brine them in salt water for at least 10 minutes, then take it out and pat them dry. Then season both sides with salt and pepper. Next, let's sort the lobster tail out. I find it easiest to use scissors to cut the top and bottom shells, then use a knife to neatly cut the lobster in half. Also lightly season the lobster tail with salt and pepper. Then comes the super easy part. Cut the cherry tomatoes in half. Dice the parsley. Finally, dice the garlic and shallots. And with this simple preparation, we're all set to start cooking. First, boil a pot of water, add some salt, and cook the pasta to just about 80% of the time recommended. For the linguine that I'm using, the suggested time was 10 minutes, so I cooked it for 8 minutes. In the meantime, start preparing the seafood. Heat the pan with oil and put the lobster tail in mid-down to sear. Let it cook for 1 to 2 minutes and then add a dash of white wine. Cover the pot with the lid and let it steam for another 1 to 2 minutes. Once the wine has evaporated, add in just a tad bit of butter to give the lobster tail a richer flavor. I like it better when there are bite-sized lobster in the pasta, so in order not to overcook, I'm going to finish cooking the 2 lobster tail halves at 2 different timings. One half will be cut into small pieces, which will require less cooking time since we'll be adding it back into the pasta after. And the other half will be placed at the top and can be cooked through. Continue to let it sear for another minute or 2, but at this time you can add in the scallops to sear as well. The lobster tail is now done. I've moved the scallop to the middle of the pan. Since I've already added butter and my pan was hot enough, I didn't need to add another chunk of butter to give the scallops a crust, but feel free to if that's what you prefer. Using the same pan, add in the garlic and shallots. Quickly fry them until your kitchen smells delicious. Then add in the cherry tomatoes and turn it down to medium-low heat. Give it a quick stir fry, then I like to flip each cherry tomato so that the seeds are facing down. Give it a few minutes for the cherry tomatoes to caramelize. Once the cherry tomatoes are all soft, it's time for the Nduja paste. Add it in along with some tomato paste and then give it a good mix. how the Nduja paste immediately starts melting when it hits the pan? That's exactly what we're looking for and what makes this pasta so irresistible. Trust me, by this time your kitchen will smell so good. I'm salivating just editing this. Add in some pasta water to turn it into a runny sauce. Put the lid on and let it cook for a few more minutes to thicken it up. While the sauce is cooking, cut up the seafood into bite-sized pieces. Then add in the pasta straight from the pot and mix it into the sauce and let it cook for a minute. Finally, add in the parsley and seafood. Give it a really good mix, and then you're done. This is a really simple recipe and it's perfect for weekdays. The Nduja paste is naturally very flavorful. The spiciness from the Calabrian chilies and the pork paired with the sweetness from the lobster and the scallops. Just take 1 second to imagine that. You can be creative with the ingredients, but I'm confident that you'll love this combo. I didn't have any lemons at home when I made this, but a squeeze of lemon on top just before eating would be perfect. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed my recipe. If you liked this video, please do hit that subscribe button and click that bell. I upload every other week, so stay tuned for the updates. I also share lots of stories on my Instagram, so make sure you're following me. See you next time!